My dear students, welcome to this YouTube channel. This is Khilesh Kumar, Assistant Professor in English. So, this is your English literature class, and today we will discuss about a poem, Stopping by Woods on a Snowy Evening, by American poet Robert Frost. Okay, so this is your paper 3rd American literature, and in your American literature paper, this is your poem Stopping by Woods on a Snowy Evening by American poet Robert Frost. So, in our previous video, we have studied about Mending Wall by Robert Frost. Okay, so now Stopping by Woods on a Snowy Evening. So this is a very remarkable and beautiful poem composed by Robert Frost, and Robert Frost depicts very beautiful natural scene in his poetry. So this poem is also a perfect example of the beauty of nature. So before starting this poem, let's take a brief view on the introduction to the poet Robert Frost. So Robert Frost was born in 1874 and died in 1963. Okay, was born in 1874 and died in 1963. Robert Frost was born in San Francisco, and he is 20th century American poet, known for his realistic depictions of rural life. Okay, so especially the poet Robert Frost creates the countryside natural scenes in his poetry. The depiction, the real depiction of rural life in America. One of the most, Robert Frost is considered one of the most remarkable poets in American literature. So now let's start the poem Stopping by Woods on a Snowy Evening. So this is a very short poem, and in this poem there is a very famous and beautiful stanza. The woods are lovely, dark and deep, but I have many promises to keep, and miles to go before I sleep, and miles to go before I sleep. So these 4 lines are considered the most one of the most beautiful lines in English literature. Okay, so stopping, if we talk about the title of the poem, Stopping by Woods. Stopping means stop करना है. By woods means the poet is being stopped by woods, by the charm of woods, by the beauty of woods, by the beauty of forest, by the beauty of nature on a snowy evening. So you can imagine there is a forest, and the poet, or we can say the speaker, is in that forest, in that wood with his horse, and we see snow falling, in that woods. So stopping by woods on a snowy evening. Wood, you know, lakdi. Woods means forest. Okay. So the poem was written in 1922 and published in Robert Frost's volume New Hampshire in 1923. So, my dear students, always remember this point, that this poem, Stopping by Woods on a Snowy Evening, was published in Robert Frost's poem of volume New Hampshire in 1923. Okay, so the poem was written in 1922 by Robert Frost, and next year in 1923 a volume New Hampshire by Robert Frost published, and the poem published in this volume. In the poem, there is a speaker. So the speaker is poet himself, and the speaker is in the forest with his horse. The speaker is in the forest with his horse. So the speaker has only the company of his horse and the company of nature. Okay? No one was there, only the speaker, the poet, and his horse, and they are wandering, they are now in the woods, in the forest. The speaker is fascinated, charmed, attracted with the natural beauty. Okay, the beauty of nature. The speaker is fascinated by the beauty of nature and compared, although the speaker doesn't have so much time, but he is being compelled to see the snowfall in the forest. He is being compelled because he is attracted towards the snowfalling, the beauty of nature, the beauty of that forest. So the speaker is fascinated with the natural beauty and compelled to see the snowfall in the forest. And this is the evening time. Okay, so the end of the day is going to be held, and now the speaker is thinking to go to home, but he is fascinated, he is attracted with the natural beauty, with the beauty of forest. Next, stopping by woods on a snowy evening. Okay, the speaker thinks that he and his horse is surrounded only by the forest. No one was there. He and his horse are surrounded only by the forest. The horse shakes the bell on its harness. It means the horse is making some kind of movement, as if the speaker has made a mistake by stopping. The horse wants to convey a message through his movement that the speaker, his owner, has made a mistake by stopping here. We should go from here, we will have to reach before darkness. So the horse is making some kind of movement. The only other sound besides the ringing of these bells, the bell of horse. So the only other sound besides the ringing of these bells is that of the wind and falling snowflakes. So the poet, or we can say the speaker, is surrounded only by nature, and not only he is surrounded by nature, but also he is surrounded by natural sound. So the only other sound besides the ringing of these bells is that of the wind and falling snowflakes. So there are only three sounds: the ringing bells, the wind, and falling snowflakes. The speaker finds the woods very charming. So this charming scene in the woods attracts the poet, the speaker. So the speaker finds the woods very charming. The speaker wants to stay. The speaker wants to stay. He wants to make pause and rest here, but he has many walks to do. He will have to cross many more miles. So the speaker is totally fascinated by the beauty of this nature, by the beauty of this place, and the poet wants to stay here. The poet wants to make rest here, but he has another thing in his mind, that he has many works to do. He has many responsibilities to do. He has to go to the home. He has to go to the society, because now he is totally in the lap of nature, and he wants to enjoy the beauty of the nature, but he is also compelled by his social responsibilities also. So he will have to cross many more miles before darkness, before the death. It means these lines are being compared to the life of human being, because before death human being has to cross many more miles. So my dear students, this is your part first. The remaining part we will complete in our part second. So thank you so much.